Welcome, live viewers, welcome, replay viewers, to my broadcast. I'm simulcasting on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all with the same username everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music, all one word. All my own music, except one song written for me. Most of the music is modern American folk, but I also do some vocal looping and some bluesy songs. And I'm working on a piano arrangement, new song. And I'm so glad to be back. It's been so long and I missed you guys. So really glad to be back. I really had a wonderful trip though, so glad I did that too, but wish I could have it all. Anyway, so I'm thinking about doing The Sun on the Sea because I just got back from that kind of trip. And so it seems appropriate. Even though I sang that on my way out as well on Friday the 24th, but, you know, bookmarking this trip that involved the ocean, my favorite place near where I grew up. And so I'm thinking of starting with that. I'm also thinking of I Want to Live Before I Die, Judgment Free, Persist. I'm thinking about the Roe decision. It's been on my mind a lot. The Dobbs decision overturning Roe v. Wade. Been on my mind a lot. So there's that. But I think I'm going to start with The Sun on the Sea. So let's do it. This is a song about the Bodega Bay area. Specifically, I had in mind this beach called Schoolhouse Beach. My times that I've had there. Let's see. Oh, gotta get some guitar volume going on here. No, we need a capo. Memory coming back. It's been so long. I just close my eyes and breathe in the salty air delights me. A gas call invites me. The crash of a wave excites me. Sound like a rain stick. Hi Daniel, how are you doing? I open my eyes to see a billion pebbles glittering as the port of the sea. Told the sun of the sea, told the sea and the sun, told the sun of the sea. Oops. Calling to me. Along the shore I slowly walk, feeling each grain of sand, but my eyes are drawn back toward the sea, and all the beams reflecting. I turn and stare mesmerized, as if in a trance, overcome by the beauty. I burst forth in dance with the sun on the sea and the sun, with the sun on the sea, dancing with me. Hi, Bradley. Wait a minute. Is that Brad from Periscope? Wait. Tell me more who you are, because maybe it's been so long that I'm not remembering. I don't want to. What did you do for a living? Waves spreading over the sand, rolls and rolls of white silk, encrusted with pearly beads. Tiny, yes, it is you. Oh, so good to see you. Tiny, now I gotta start this verse over. So good to see you, Brad. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, I've missed you too. waves spreading over the sand, rolls and rolls of white silk encrusted with pearly beads, tiny bubbles glistening, yay! A big wave crashes on the shore, rushes forth to meet me. I stumble back laughing, it licks toes to greet me. The sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, playing with me. Soon I reach the tide pools, teeming with life, green anemone shimmering, starfish clustering. Slow but sure I scale the rock, bare feet, bare hands, mindful each step to the top, to behold the ocean grand, and the sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, dazzling me. Out at sea the rock chants, the wave hits the foam flies, a waterfall of diamonds pours down, a seal swims by without a sound. Soon the sun will go down, a loved one will come around to coax me away from the sparkling sea, while I look back longingly, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me to dance with me, to play with me, to dazzle me. It's where I long to be. Boy, it's good to see you, Brad. I'm so glad to hear you're doing great. How's your leg doing? It was your leg, right? That had issues at one point. I don't remember the details. I've been pretty good. I'm trying to think, when was the last time we really talked? I mean, I can't complain, really. We haven't gotten COVID yet. Daniel, hi to you too. I'm doing okay today. Yes, I don't know if you saw our pictures. We just got back from our ocean trip that I just sung about, and it was amazing. It's everything that's in the song all over again every time we go. Still bothering you? I'm sorry to hear that. If you feel like reminding me of the details, otherwise, if it's too much of a drag, you don't have to. I know it's all typing. I thought you had something done that was making it better. Surgery? I don't remember. I've been having a hip issue lately, like just, it's like bursitis. I don't think it's serious, but we walked and walked and walked and walked on the beach, and too much. Plus with my sleep apnea, I have to sleep always on my side, and so it's just starting to irritate my bursas a little bit. What the bursas are, those little sacs around your joints. I didn't know what they were until recently. Other than that, gosh, just been a little, the reason we haven't gotten COVID is we're very, very cautious. So we've just been leading a relatively secluded life to the extent we can, because the numbers are back up again, and they have been for weeks and weeks. We use the microcovid.org calculator and the CDC county community transmission numbers to kind of keep a read on what's going on and what kind of risks we want to take. I always like to put that in and for those who don't know about it. It's just a little thing I like to put up periodically. COVID.org. It's the coolest thing ever. You set your risk budget, like you want low caution, high caution, whatever it is, or you have to maybe have low caution because maybe your job or whatever. And then it gives you a budget, and you can put in parameters of certain events and kind of go, oh wow, that's going to use like 10 weeks of my risk budget. Okay. We did something recently that we're not going to go to that used like 2.5 years of our family's risk budget. It's like, okay, I guess we're not doing that. Hi, Willie. How are you? Good to see you. It's been a week plus, right? I didn't end up coming on the 4th. I know I said that I would. You got it twice. Oh, it was like a 10 vacation from work. What do you mean, like a 10? Did you mean, is that a typo? It's just like a vacation from work, I think is what you meant. You got oh, well, you probably didn't get lucky. I'm sure you were vaccinated. The reason we've been so cautious is because there's a lot we don't know yet about long COVID, and apparently there's some risk because it can affect every organ of the body. There's some risk that we're going to end up finding out that cumulative, each time you get each time you get COVID, there's like a 30% chance of long COVID. And then there's a possibility that the cumulative effect of multiple times of getting COVID can increase the risk of that too. A 10-day vacation. Well, I am stoked for you. That's great. And it can happen, it can happen where you're asymptomatic too. And, we've just been not wanting to take that risk that it might be something more serious or long lasting. I think it's mostly been my husband and I, it's just like, no. We both have issues that if we were to like have long-term breathing problems or brain fog or whatever, it's like, no, just, I mean, it's not that we're not doing anything. It's not that we're not taking any risks, but we have a low risk budget. Like it's a high caution risk budget. What? You just put something on screen? Just put on screen for us. It is your website. What? Oh, you might return to Twitter, Willie? Well, I hope you consider it. That's a big decision to leave. I mean, it's still a pretty major platform for certain things, I was going to ask you why. I never had a chance. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, so what am I going to sing? I just did Sun on the Sea. I'm thinking, let's do I Want to Live Before I Die. I don't have a website yet. I mean, I have, or wait, what website? I do have a law practice website. Is that the one you're talking about? I am. You do? Oh, that one. It's my website? Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the one I put up, microcovid.org. You have a lot of stuff going on. You don't want the distraction of Twitter, I'm guessing. I get that. All of that stuff is so distracting. And they if you get notifications, they pop up with with just things that you just have to click on. Of course. All right, let's do I Want to Live Before I Die. Why not? One thing that has been going on for me is, Willie, how have you been since you have a lot going on? What else has been going on since I've been gone? Since I've been gone. That song, I live for the first time. That just makes me think of some song I can't remember. Since you've been gone, not since I've been gone. Since you've been gone. Okay, I Want to Live Before I Die. The notices don't bother you. They apparently study people's responses and just can figure out exactly what will make you want to click. It's challenging. Ugh. Okay, so this is a song for those who have not heard it. By the way, if you are new, please know that I can't... Oh, hi, Quint. I'm not sure I remember you being on. Have you been on before? Anyway, please know that if you are new, I cannot see you unless you talk. So that's the only way I can see you and give you a shout out. Just how the simulcasting works. So sorry about that. The sun and the moon and the stars, that's pretty cool. All right. Cool, I'm glad. Well, I do all my own music on here, except one song written for me. Most of it's modern American folk. And I just did kind of a finger-picking, slower song, and now I'm going to do sort of a more upbeat song. This is about not letting fear get in the way of doing the things you really want to do with your life. Easier said than done. And I don't mean rational fear. You know, it's funny you ask that. I don't listen to them, but my dad did, and he wrote one of the songs that I sing on here. Oh, Lord, Willie, 2 times almost getting hacked? Oh, no. Oh, okay. That's another matter. So do you like the Kingston Trio? Let's see. Just don't wanna live before I die. There comes a time for some, and that time it came for me. When the pain of holding back, it was worse than breaking free. Dwell, 'cause I wanna live before I die. You know I really wanna live. You know I really wanna live before I die. I'm growing up with a sigh. I just wanna live before I die. I just wanna live before I die. Thanks for listening to that song. I was just gonna straight up respond to you, Willie. Is starting from, oh yeah, I know. If you're gonna, you stopped your account, so then you're starting all over. Oh, that's horrible. That's the trouble with quitting, is like having to reset everything. But thanks, Rowan. I appreciate that. Have you been on? I'm sure you've been on before because you're saying that, but it's been a while probably since you've been on live, maybe? I'm just trying to remember if you've been on live. I think you have. Forgive me if I'm not remembering. Say something about yourself that would help me remember if you have been on live. I could look on Facebook and see. How's everyone doing? If you haven't told me yet, let me know how you're doing if you feel like it. Don't have to. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh. Ah, Brad. Yes, the train song and Everybody's in a Circle. Absolutely, I can guess. Do you want me to sing those? I could do that. I could do that for you, Brad. You know, it's interesting that you started out by saying, what did you say? Like, oh, I'm so glad I got your notification. Because I feel like now the Periscope's gone, it's so tough with notifications because I'm broadcasting on the most popular platforms, you know, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. They don't get any more popular than that. And so most people, I think, don't necessarily get notifications by default from those platforms on their phone. I know I don't. I get some from Twitter, like I say some can come through. But like Facebook, no way. I would get totally overwhelmed. YouTube, no. Twitch, maybe. I mean, it just, Periscope was great because people were only following usually a few people on Periscope. And so I think people had their notifications popping up on their phone. And so I know I normally stream between, well, it's not as regular as I'd like to be. Here, let me put up my little blurb for anyone also who's new. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. I have a little blurb that I put in the chat, but I'll just say I normally stream between like 5:30 and 6 p.m. Pacific time. I try between 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. Pacific time. Most weekdays. So it hasn't changed too much. I think that's what I was doing before. I don't know, maybe it was different. So yeah, I know. And I mean, usually saying I'm never around to see them, yeah, it's like, well, that's usually because they're not popping up on your phone, right? For me with Facebook, yeah, I go into Facebook when I'm ready to do Facebook and I see, right, for you, Daniel, it's 2:10 in the morning. Oh, so sorry about time zones. You know, you go and you're like, okay, I'm doing my social media, I'm doing my Facebook time or whatever it is, whatever your platform is or platforms. For me, I've got to manage the time. I can't be pulled in all the time. So it's like, okay, I'm going in. I'm going to look at all my notifications. Okay, I'm going to look at my timeline or whatever. Okay, that's it. My feed. I've spent 15 minutes. I'm done, you know. Oh, that's cool, Rowan. That's so cool. I'm so glad. Are you where do you live? Because I think I may or may not have you here. Tell me where you live. I don't want to guess wrongly. Because I have a couple when I search Facebook, I could probably, if I go into, anyway, I probably shouldn't take the time right now, but well, I know how I can find out. It's later on when I can go. Jamaica. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought so. Awesome. Well, it's great to have you. I'm glad you're able to listen. That's cool. So we did The Sun on the Sea and I Want to Live Before I Die. You know, I will confess, I kind of wanted to do Persist, but I also want to do the ones that Brad, who I haven't seen forever, would like. I normally would only do a couple more songs, but Train's pretty quick. But Persist has been on my mind because I will tell you that I'm pretty disappointed with our Supreme Court and the Roe v. Wade decision being overturned. Really, really not happy about it. And Persist is kind of about persisting on with, you know, trying to get change made even when you feel discouraged. But let's do Everybody's in a Circle, and we'll see how the time looks as to whether or not I want to squeeze in Persist. I don't know. Maybe I'll save it. So Everybody's in a Circle, going out to my good friend Bradley. Oh, listening from the Hap days. Yeah, Haps. Yeah, that was another app where, you know, when you were on Haps, you would just let the apps, I mean, I would let the notifications all come to my phone because I'm not following a lot of people on Haps. It's not going to overwhelm me. Most people on YouTube, I mean, my God, if they got notifications from every person they were subscribed to, they'd be completely overwhelmed. And so anyway, I'm glad you have followed. You're welcome, Brad. I'm just so happy to have found you back. It's so cool when, like, I think periodically about people like you, or like I have somebody that came on forever, like every day. Their name's Molly, and I keep thinking I want to reach out and see how they're doing, because, like, you know, people go on, they do other things in their lives, and you get people on for certain periods of time, and then maybe you don't see them again, you know, for a long time, and then they pop in again, and it's like, I always wonder, like, how are they doing? All right, Everybody's in a Circle. Okay. And I think a lot of that, I know I have some family members who have told me they used to come on all the time, and now they don't because they don't get my notifications, and they can't seem to make it work, so they're getting my notifications, and it's like, it's so challenging. So I don't think they're the only ones. Okay, so this is a song about social anxiety, loneliness. Perfect song for COVID. When COVID started happening, it was like, yes, this is on point. Here we go. Let's see. If you fear you fit in to a circle you wanna be in, if the light from the nearest sun is much too dim, if you're lonely, look around and realize that everybody's haven't been on TikTok, unbelievably, it's on my mental checklist. I haven't even had time to put it on my physical checklist. Anyway, that song goes out to Brad and all of us who have survived, I would say, a time of life that most people have not. That most people have not until the pandemic hit, where all of us have had more loneliness in the last, most of us, I should say, in the last 2 years than before that. You're welcome, Brad. I do have some new songs. I don't know if you've heard. I don't know when was the last time you heard. I don't have time to do them today, but just kind of, if you have a chance to hop on again. I'm not sure if you've heard. Have you heard Judgment Free? Does that sound familiar? If I judge you, then I judge me. It's all one way or the other, you see. That's a new song I have. It's a vocal looping song. I'm not sure if you've heard that. It hasn't been out. It's not that new, but it is my newest one, I think. It is new since you've heard. And then I'm currently working on a song I'm really excited about. It's we've been doing a lot of hiking since COVID, as opposed to like trips where we are interfacing with other people a lot. And in so doing, I've realized I gotta write a song about trees. I got a song about the sea, but like I grew up in a 10-acre redwood forest. How do I not have a song about the forest? And I love hiking and stuff. So it's called Redwood Rising, and it's a piano arrangement. Because I've been learning piano, and it's a bit brazen of me to be composing a piano piece this early in my piano lessons, but I just couldn't help it. I went to the piano to just pick out the chords and the melody and stuff, and I had already figured that out. I went to see what the chords were. That was my intention. I was like, I want to do this on piano, but it's going to take a while. It's taking me a while because I am still a very new piano player. And I'm sure I'll look back on it many lessons from now. I've been taking online lessons, virtual lessons. They're not live. And go, oh, wow. And so, but I'm excited about it. So I hope it turns out. I hope it's not too clunky, but I'm excited. So there's that. And other than that, before then, I'm trying to remember when the last new song was. I kind of had I was really stressed out like the first year or so of COVID with other stuff not related to COVID, my dad dying and trust stuff, and very stressed out. And so that's very much of a damper on creativity. How am I doing the rest of the day? Well, I'm hoping to get to sleep early because I've got a medical thing that I need to go to with my son tomorrow morning. So hopefully I won't have much of the rest of the day. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's just do Train, I think, and I'll save Persist for another day. Going out again to my good friend Brad, who I missed. So glad to see you, Brad. And yeah, this is I probably you all have heard this before, but I don't know because there might be some people on who I don't know. Or the people could be on the replay as well. But this is a kid's song that I wrote for my then 4.5-year-old son. Both my sons obsessed with trains as kids. I mean, we went to the train museum in our town like hundreds of times. We had season passes every year. They had boxes and boxes of like used trains that we bought, like little wooden trains, and so I decided I needed to write a song about trains, and I think it might have been on request. In any event, my son had specific instructions that it should make clear that trains say woo-woo, not choo-choo. So even at 4.5, he knew his trains. So Oh, no, Daniel. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Root canals suck. I'm sorry to hear that. Oy, oy. Hang in there. Well, I won't expect to see you anytime around then. Yikes. Oh, I hope it's not too horrible. Okay, guys. So we talk about we're taking the train out of the station. We're taking the train out of the broadcast. But we always try to take the train. And like let's say the train is the broadcast. We always try to get the train and stay on the train, but we never catch it. It's always leaving. Because I almost always sing this at the end, and the broadcast is ending. So there we go. Here we go. Train, train, boo, boo, chug it, train, train, boo, boo, chug it, chug. I see a train, it's going down the tracks. I'm afraid that it won't come back. Train, train, boo, boo, chug it, train, train, boo, boo, chug it, chug. It's going farther than my eyes can see. Hey there, train, away from me. Train, train, boo, chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it, chug. It's no use, it's too far gone. Now we're just left here singing this song. Train, train, boo, chug it, chug it, chug it, train, train, boo, chug it, chug. Train, train, boo, chug it, chug it, chug it, train, train, boo, chug it, chug. Yeah, we got the little train emoticons. That's the other thing is people say all aboard and put the train emoticons in. So good to see you, Brad, Daniel, Willie, Rowan, others live and replay. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your afternoon or early morning. In your case, Daniel, with me. You need to find Mike. I know Mike pops in periodically. You know, he clicked a bunch of likes. He's very busy now with. He's still very busy with Periscope Musicians and Friends. Even though Periscope is gone, it's now this hot spot for curated music from, I know, our conductor, literally. I know. You know who comes on all the time still is Carrie. You remember Carrie. Carrie comes on all the time. You too, Daniel. I'll be thinking of you on Thursday. Oh God, I hope your root canals isn't too horrible. Thanks everyone for being with me. I know how busy life is and it means a lot to me. I know how many options there are, and I do love when people can come on live. Thank you so much. It's great to have you all. Are they still coming on Thursday? Is who still coming on Thursday? I was just thinking of didn't you say your root canals on Thursday? Am I still I will still be coming on Thursday, probably. And I don't know about other people. Yeah. Carrie's a guy, actually. But you remember Carrie, because Carrie also was on Haps. He has been with me since, not You Now, but since Periscope. I was on You Now. I don't have any people still from You Now. Not a lot of people transitioned. You Now is its own world, kind of. Oh, you will? Oh, well, don't. If you're not feeling well from your root canal, you don't have to. But that would be awesome if you can. All right, take care, everyone. Yeah, that's nice, Brad. Good luck, Daniel. Take care. TLC to all of you from me. Have a good rest of your day or evening or early morning or whatever it is for you. I appreciate you being with me. Bye, Brad. Take care. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.